Hello my dear ones, welcome to Jessica's Intuition and welcome to a new oracle on my channel. This is going to be a love oracle, my dear ones. I've already said that I want to do a love oracle as well if I can manage it. Once a week, whenever I can manage it. Exactly, unfortunately. I fell asleep last night, or rather, it was no longer evening, it was already at night. I fell asleep and I unfortunately didn't manage to do it yesterday. As I said, I fell asleep. It's coming today in the evening. It's now just before 6 p.m. I'm making sure you get this tonight. So, as quickly as possible. And, exactly, then I will do a little special for the ladies here for tomorrow morning, for International Women's Day. And the reading, My Longing Process, is coming Saturday evening. Because Saturday doesn't have much going on anyway, except in the evening, the Good Night Impulse. The daily message for tomorrow will also only be available on the German channel, the Good Night Impulse. First of all, I don't know if I will continue it on the other channels for now, only on the German one. Exactly. My dears, what should I say? Something happened last night. Before I start here with the reading, I was busy last night with the other channels. I said I wanted to do something on my website. But then I sat down on the couch, did it from my phone and not from the PC. And I'm basically at the same level except for the spring reading for Aries. It's already on all channels, it just needs to be published. And I'm at the same level, and I'm very happy that I managed to do that last night. I also decided last night that I will upgrade my program. I did that too. Because it just goes much faster. I've been lagging behind with time the whole time, and that has really annoyed me. And I'm a very impatient person. I'm an Aries, and when it comes to that, I'm very impatient. I can't wait for that. I don't want to wait, and that annoys me even more. Yes, and now everything should work much, much faster and more smoothly. Here, or rather on the other channels, I will also publish this video on the other channels. Exactly. And yeah, that was last night. Because I was busy with the other channels. I was on YouTube. Just a moment. I was on YouTube and then I found some videos from my Turkish channel where I thought, hey, you deleted that. That can't be true. And I didn't have an email address anymore. I couldn't remember it at all because it was a completely new email address and it was partly in Turkish. If the email address was such that I could log back in, I deleted the account with 100% certainty. I also have the email deleted from my email account. I knew I took a photo of it at some point and I must have it somewhere in my album. And I really do. Every day I take screenshots and photos and thought I need to look for those first. But I found them and restored them. And then I was able to get back into my account. There are two reasons why I deleted the Turkish account or didn't want to deal with it anymore. First of all, it wasn't actually the language that annoyed or bothered me, but it was very difficult for me to concentrate on finding the connection to the zodiac signs and really making the connection hold because I don't know the language that well. Sure, I've always dealt with the language. You know a few words, but in terms of connecting it to tarot reading, to the topic of zodiac signs, me and the other person, the seasons and all that, I had no idea about it at all. And at that moment, it just felt like too much, so I deleted it. And that was like the channel that... It was the last thing that came up. And it didn't go well at all. It had 10 subscribers, and it still has 10 subscribers. And, yes, I then saw on that channel that I had 2 lovely comments. They were also in Turkish, and I translated them too. They were really very nice. And afterwards, I thought to myself, come on. Maybe there's a reason why it hasn't been deleted. Why you found it, maybe it was meant to be that you continue with it. Yes, I will gradually add it back to the channels. I will, because actually make the effort again to run it. Because I thought to myself, come on, give it another chance. So everything happens for a reason, including me finding it. And now I've decided for myself, yes, it must be meant to be, my loves. It will be back. I don't know what to say about that. That was really, really strange. Last night, I suddenly found it. I thought to myself, that can't be right. And yes, apparently, I don't know. Did he not want to be deleted? I can't understand it. It said delete account, and I deleted it. So, the universe just didn't want it. And my thought back then, when I started it, when I added it, was just that it really, in the language, I had many Turkish friends and also know many native speakers who speak Turkish, including men, who are very open about this topic. They're all very spiritual, and I don't know who's watching me right now, from which country, no idea. I can actually do that I can't see it in the account yet because there are still too few views, too few interactions on the channel, so I can't yet see which countries are being addressed. Yes, my dears, what can I say? Then let it be so. Feel free to stop by. Overall, I would be really happy if you could check out my other channels a bit. That would really be a huge favor to me, as it helps me grow. Just let it play a bit in the background. Or just take a look. Feel free to give me some subscriptions, because that really helps me grow. I have to be honest, I thought the English channel would perform the best. By now, I actually think that it's going to be really, really tough because of that. In the English market, the English-speaking market, there's a lot of competition with really good and big channels. So I was suggested channels that made me think, hallelujah. Yes, it's just the global language. Everyone understands that. I would say almost everyone understands it, even if just a little bit. But most people can speak English pretty well. English, if not even my own, many can. Speak it very well. English. And I think I will have a lot to chew on to ensure that the whole really finally comes to my goal is coming. But, well, I'm patient with that because it has always been my heartfelt wish. The Spanish channel is actually doing quite well. It's going well, I can't say otherwise. Better than expected. I thought it wouldn't perform that well. But in the Spanish-speaking area, there aren't that many suggestions. So I didn't find that many suggestions in Spanish. Then Spanish channels are automatically suggested to me. I actually haven't received that many suggestions from other Spanish channels. That's why I don't think there are that many. Maybe I just haven't found them yet. I don't know. Actually, there were also English suggestions on the channel. That's why I feel like the Spanish one will perform a bit better. Yeah, and like I said, the Turkish one was like that. Wow, that has to do with it. But I didn't give it much time either. But I have to be honest about that. I didn't give it much time. I think I uploaded the first video on Friday, from Friday to Saturday. And then I deleted the channel on Monday or Tuesday. So it wasn't even a week. I didn't give it much time either. But then I just thought, in that short time, it took too long for me. And I'm giving it a bit of time now. Definitely by my birthday. That's the end of March. And then we'll see where the journey takes us. Yes, my dear ones. This is what it currently looks like. I would say, let's take a look at the cards. This is a love oracle specifically for everyone who's watching here. Let's first take a look at the current energy. Let's take a look what the current topic is. And then let's see what wants to come your way. It's going to be about what's here, what's coming, and what wants to come your way in love. And then finally, what can go. I want to know first, what's going on with you right now? I would like some free tickets. The ruler, Eight of Cups, and the Page of Swords. The current topic is control. You might have regained control, or until then. It's actually the current topic. That's already the control, the desire not to let oneself be dominated. That you want to hold the scepter in your own hand. And with the Eight of Cups, it's just this energy that you might have just stepped out of something, leaving with a heavy heart. The Eight of Cups always carries this energy of wanting to leave something behind. We're also just about to full moon, my dears. On the 14th, we have the full moon, and I'm curious about it. I can imagine that well here too. That you might have noticed that someone wanted to control you. Because of that, you want to leave. The Page of Swords doesn't let himself be held back. He is very cautious and ready to fight. Doesn't want to be held back. What do we have under the deck? The Knight of Pentacles and the Lovers. Yes, you are ready to embark on a new path. You are ready to embark on a new path. I would even say that you might know by now what you want and what you don't want, but still very cautious. This might not be easy for some of you, if it hasn't happened already. And I can well imagine that you might be deciding to leave now because it's just not enough for you. Maybe you're just now deciding to leave here because it's just not enough for you. When we are unfulfilled in a partnership, and we're looking at love here, if we are not fulfilled by the people or the partnership, we actually notice quite quickly that we want to get out of such situations, that we will get out sooner or later. I'll put it this way. If you don't notice anything, then it just isn't unbearable enough for you yet. There are plenty of people who just stay in unfulfilled relationships. I actually experience this every day in my job, also here generally with tarot reading, but also in my personal life, I see it every day, that people are just living in an unfulfilled relationship, but still staying there because it also has its advantages. That's something each person has to decide for themselves, whether they want it or not. As I said, everyone has free will, everyone decide for yourself, act for yourself, what you want here and what you don't. And yes, in the end, you live your life and no one else. And if you can come to terms with that, then that's your business. So, I want to take a different step. I want to know what is coming your way in love. What is about to come. This is the current situation. I've drawn a card here. This is the current situation. What's coming now? This is a timeless oracle. So, it doesn't matter when you see it. It's timeless, has no date. Something has turned over, I just noticed. 9 of Cups. Did something turn over? No. I haven't had that before, that the cards turned over on their own. Now, the 9 of Pentacles. Exciting. Under the deck, we have Temperance. We have the 6, the Cups, the 6 of Cups, the 9 of Cups, and the 9 of Pentacles. What wants to come now? So there will definitely be a meeting from the past. Come again. Right now, Venus is in retrograde, and we are still until the 13th. Yes, just before next month. No, I think that's on the day of the full moon, next month in April. So until the 13th, April. Of course, we are still in Venus retrograde. And in such days or in such times, Venus retrogrades are very rare, not even every year. All the others hold until 2 years, a Venus retrograde comes. And it can actually happen that someone from the past comes back, or that memories from the past resurface. Here, something might actually come up again, something that is about to emerge. And maybe also the theme is about your old self, your inner child. But I sense this energy here that makes you want to leave. You want to leave it behind. Those are the memories, they are there. Yes, they can stay too. But one wants to move on. One doesn't want to be stuck in the past. One wants to live in the here and now for the future. The important thing is the here and now, and not what has been almost yesterday. That has already happened. You can't change that anymore. Already. And ultimately, we live forward and not backward. And I believe that's how it is. For you, it's also about wanting to move forward again. Yes, you want to move on. And that will come here, that it will become clear to you. 9, the Cups. So, I also believe that you are coming into an energy here where you will feel very good. We have the full moon here, which tells me again, I can well imagine that you dealing with your wishes, dreams, maybe also with your hopes that something might come true for one or the other here. New in the Church is the wish fulfillment card. Also again, the topic of self-worth, satisfaction. Here, self-satisfaction, that one is in harmony with oneself and the environment. and is content. Happy is also the Nine of Pentacles, which is a card of success that will come here. So you will also be very successful in what you do. Only discipline pays off. That's again the topic of satisfaction. We now have 29 cards, which also tells me again 9 plus 9 is 18. That's the moon. That maybe something will come out of hiding. What you don't see yet is that you might be developing new abilities and your intuition will strengthen. Also, the Nine of Pentacles represents abundance and success. Focus on the present, then the future. You can look to the future. Maybe focus on the here and now first, and then on the future. Look at Temperance and the Lovers. I also have this feeling that there is the unknown, which is what I just mentioned. There is still something in the unknown that you don't see yet, something that will come or something that is already there, but that will be shown to you. Maybe you'll see it later. I actually believe that we will see a lot by the end of March. Only when Neptune moves into Aries. Neptune is the planet of dreams. You can think of it as a veil that will be lifted. What we can't see yet, what we can't grasp yet, what we might not even know, but is there something we already feel or sense? And as soon as when Neptune moves into Aries, I believe a lot will change. That will happen at the end of March on the 30th. Things will happen in March. I'm really looking forward to it. Let's think about it, my dear ones. We are already in March. And I'm already thinking about it. What I'm doing towards the end of the year. So actually, as I said, the year goes by so quickly. In general, I also find that the days are going by very quickly right now. Make the most of each day. Don't put it off. Temperance, which will also come back into balance. Balance should return. Harmony, satisfaction. And maybe even the topic of love for some. That someone could come. Doesn't have to, but it can. But it can also be about making decisions out of love. Decisions that are good for you. Okay, I'll leave it like that. And then I want to take another look at what can happen now. For that, let's take this deck, which is energy allowed to flow now? What can be let go of now? What can perhaps be let go of now? Oh, exciting. Three of Coins, Two of Cups. And the Lovers, which I actually see more in the middle. You would think it is as follows, but it's good that the cards still came out. What can go now? People, let's say that you deal with whom you can no longer imagine a future. That fits here too. With them, or with whom you can no longer imagine a future, can't build anything, that it's nothing long term. There we already have the Two of Cups. For me, that always represents encounters on equal footing, equality, deep connection day. And also the theme of long-term relationships. A relationship on equal terms. If that's not the case, then that can go. If you're really looking for a relationship here, it's very exciting. We have the Eight of Cups here, we have the Two of Cups here, which together make the Ten of Cups. If it's not the Ten of Cups together, or if it's not the Ten of Cups, then it can just go. Then you can let go of that. And what else can go now? What can be released? The Lovers. That tells me something again. The relationships that are not free. Relationships, as I said, that are not based on equal footing. And that can ultimately be let go now. And we also have the King of Swords underneath. It's also about making decisions, meeting. There we have intuition. And look, the sequence opens up again with the Emperor. That you are now back. You're taking back control
You're taking back control, and ultimately, it's also in your hands with the High Priestess. Listen to your intuition here. It's really, really important. Follow your intuition and make clear decisions with both your intuition and a cool head. Not here, somehow with rose-colored glasses. Exciting. I find that very interesting. 3 decks. No card appeared twice, except for yes, but that one didn't come out. We have love here, and we also have the King of Swords somewhere. We had that here too. But they didn't come out either. By the way, I just noticed we also have love there. Oh, I didn't know that. That's right, we also have love right in second place. So, the lovers have shown up 3 times, so to speak. So, hidden but revealed. So, I think it's about important decisions that should be made for some of you here right now. How things can move forward now. In which direction you can go, so that you can let go of relationships that no longer fulfill you. Where, hey, this isn't on equal footing. I can't really imagine a future with this person, building a future. So now it's also about making the decision. If you don't feel free there, then you should ultimately walk away from it. Okay. Let me see what the Angels of Love want to tell you. A message from the Angels of Love for you, please. We have conversations from heart to heart. Talk honestly with each other about your feelings. So, here, let's speak plainly. Be honest with each other. Do you still see that? Yes, you still see that. Yes, let go of your ex-partner. The time has come. The time has come to clear your energy. Let go of your ex-partner. I've already looked under the lid here. We have stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and trust will bring you happiness in love. Stay optimistic, stay positive, especially since true love is still showing itself. But I think it's still too early to say that true love is coming or is here. I'm not seeing that here either. I think some people still need to make a decision or two before that happens. Yes, let's see what the angels still want to share. Take a new direction. Take a new direction. So, I thought it would really be a beautiful love oracle, but apparently the energies are still like this. If you notice that you're unhappy, you should take a look at that. And that just shows me that the daily energies are based on this. For some people in the area of love, I don't know which one, which energy or which travel group I mentioned yesterday, with the 72-hour outlook that a message is coming. I have no idea. I'm not really sure about that either, but that's how the reading came out. That's why I presented it that way. That happens sometimes, that something is out of line, that something important was there. One has fallen down. Look, your call for help has already been received. Your prayer will be answered. If you have asked for divine help here, I also wanted to show you the bottom card. Balance. A really good relationship provides both support and challenge. And if that's not the case, then you need to let go of it. We've got half the deck here, but we're just going to take them anyway. We have a secret. Everything will be revealed in due time. The veil will soon be lifted. My love, what did I say? There is still something hidden that you don't see yet. And maybe, in fact, this reading has a significance until the end of the month. If Neptune actually moves into Aries, then the veil will be lifted. That you might also be able to see more clearly. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right for you. So you already know the answer. You actually know it already. You feel it. You sense it. That's also what I mentioned. Then we have the risky temptation. Appearances can be deceiving, so be a little careful here. This also fits with the page. The swords. So that you don't let yourself be held back or manipulated again. That you let yourself be swayed, something like that. Then we have the miracle. A change is coming in your relationship. I can imagine that it will still come. We have the secret admirer. Someone is watching you in secret. Something you might not even be aware of. This is someone you probably don't know yet, or aren't aware of. Most of the time, it's someone who is secretive. That could actually be a friend. That would fit again for the 72-hour look. That this is someone you don't even have on your radar. Someone is doing this in secret because they simply don't have the courage. And we have the time. It's a time for reflection. Give yourselves a little more time to think. And we also have abundance here. A great love is at the door. Let her in. That will still come. I think I might do these lips maybe once a month. Actually, or just when I always feel it. So, I actually believe that 1 or 2 people here still have something to do here to free yourself from something where you're not happy, where you're not fulfilled. Set a new direction. Be ready for it. Be ready to fulfill yourself here as well. That the right thing can only come when you free yourself from the old. You freed yourself. My love, I find it a very exciting oracle. Yes, I would say I'm done. I'll leave it at that. And I think I'll upload this first so it doesn't come online too late. And then afterwards I'll do more readings. It's now 6 p.m., just after 6 p.m. I'm uploading this so you have something for tonight. Then comes the 72. The 72. The good night impulse here on the Bertian channel for sure. And the rest will follow. I'm looking at what I can manage to get done here today, creating for you, my love. And I wish you all the very best from the heart. All my love to you. And until the next reading, bye-bye.